It is my pleasure. No, they come on this side of me. All right. To bring on our next guest, Colleen Macklin. There they are. Hey, Colleen.
What's up, Lane? Are you eating some chips?
I sure was eating some chips, you can tell. Drinking my Ball Zero here, you know. Thanks to the good people at Balls for sending this my way.
Oh man, where's mine? I want some balls.
All right. Well, yeah, there'll be some at my apartment the next time we tabletop. So Colleen Macklin is a game designer and associate professor in the School of Art, Media, and Technology at Parsons School of Design. In 2006, she founded and co-directs the PET Lab, Prototyping Education and Technology Lab, which develops games for experimental learning and social engagement. They're a member of the game design collective Local Number 12, makers of things like the card game The Metagame and the video game Dear Reader. And Colleen has co-authored, along with John Sharp, Games, Design, and Play, a detailed look at iterative game design, and Iterate, 10 Lessons in Design and Failure. And I just want to say, personally, I've had the pleasure of knowing Colleen for, I think almost 10 years now.
I can't believe it.
We've been hanging out a lot more the past few years. Colleen is an absolute fixture in the NYC games community, someone who is just beloved for having an incredible sense of humor, tons of creativity, and a whole lot of charisma. I hope by the end of this you'll understand exactly what I so admire and enjoy about Colleen's vibe. It's a pleasure to have you on, Colleen. Tell us what is about to happen. I think you have the most kind of... I've been calling this the ROMchip Res Rave, and I at a certain point I was like, I have to take my hands off the wheel about what is going on in this set. Like I can't get invested. Like, I mean, I'm invested, but I can't try and control the situation.
I can't either. I think we're gonna let go and give up some control here. So yeah, I'm so excited to be here. Oh my God, what a good cause. I am such a fan of ROMchip and a fan of yours, Lane, and thanks folks for tuning in. Yeah, let's hope let's hit that target. Let's get some dollars in here. I am gonna play Res today, tonight, which is a really important game in my own personal history. I don't know. Maybe we put up the slides. I've got a few slides here I wanted to share.
And Colleen, I'm going to go in a sec, but before I do, I just wanted to say, so every hour we're doing a raffle. If you donate $20 or more, you're automatically put into that raffle. And for your hour, you're going to give us something extra special from the folks at Local Number 12. What is that?
That's right. I'm going to give you all a signed edition of the Metagame, which right now is sold out on Amazon. So you're going to get an edition there. And we've got also every single expansion pack we've ever made. I'm just going to give it everything, and throw in some special rare cards too. So the Metagame is a game about culture. And yeah, it's kind of like ROMchip, but in a game form.
All right. Amazing. Okay, I'm going to get out of your hair, and I think I'll let the boys put up the slides.
Whoop, whoop. All right. So I am so excited to be here. This is my cat, Billy, just an hour ago, watching Phil playing with the little kid video game thing. I was going to say, I am your cyber granny. I am here to bring you back in time. It was a time ago. It was actually 1996, 97. I don't know. I'm going to give you a little personal history. So I used to DJ rave parties, and I also did visuals at rave parties. As everybody knows, like after I have a few drinks, I'm like, I did visuals at rave parties. I don't know why it comes out then. But that's about when I started, 96. And there were these underground raves in New York City. And that's me on the left a long time ago, back in around 97, I think. And then on the right, that's me more recently. Sometimes I DJ at GDC when Rich LaMartian lets me take over the wheels of steel. At the time, this was the one video game I had made. This is a game I made for an ad agency I was working for. And one of our clients was Midori. This lets you mix just about everything with Midori. If you remember Macromedia Flash, that's what this was made in. And I was doing this during the day, mixing Midori. And then I was drinking Midori at night. No, I wasn't really so much. But this is what I was doing at night. I was making these visuals using really simple tools. There used to be like a markup language for virtual reality. That's what this weird brain is over here on the left. And then on the right, I made this little like diner with hot dogs and a chrome dog. Pretty groovy stuff. And then I made a tool that let you mix all these videos together. I called the video organ, which is kind of crazy. But this was all happening in New York City at the time. In fact, there is a movie that you can watch, and it's called We Live in Public. I don't know if you've seen this, but this is the craziest history of the internet that you will probably ever see. If you remember, there was a place called Prodigy, and that's what this was about. I don't know if you can hear this, but this is Jason Kalkanis, one of the folks at the time, describing this rave scene. There's Douglas Rushkoff, one of our favorite historians and new media folks. So this is just a clip. I think I did this party, this one here. I did the visuals there. We did crazy stuff, you guys. All right, that's enough of that. We don't need it. But yeah, we got one article in the New York Times at the time. If you know DJ Spooky, Paul Miller is his real name, used to play at these events, and we were all little kids, and we were doing this Friday night party called Sound Lab. And this is just a quote from the article in the New York Times. Let's see, March 8th, 1996. This is a history actually that's pretty hard to find on the internet, because actually we were doing all this stuff kind of before blogs and before it was kind of easy to publish to the web. Web 2.0 came a little bit later. But this covers an event we did at the 4-story walk-up in Chinatown on Walker Street. And actually, I had to carry my Mac 840 AV all the way up those stairs every Friday. And I was there from like 8 o'clock till 4 a.m. Doing little projections and weird visuals. But yeah, that's that. And these are some of the folks that were part of the scene. So as I mentioned, DJ Spooky, he wrote a book called Sound Unbound, if you want to hear a little bit more about this history in downtown New York City back in the 90s. And we've got Howard Goldcran and Beth Coleman, who are actually the organizers of this event. And down at the bottom is DJ Olive and Billy Stamper, who was my partner in crime. Billy and I were a duo. I did all the computer graphics, but Billy did a really important thing. Billy helped me get stuff hung from the ceiling. I am so afraid of heights, y'all. And Billy would climb ladders and hang stuff from the ceiling. And Billy was just like, he introduced me to the scene. So hats off to Billy. I wouldn't have had this experience without having met Billy. We both worked at Tower Books. We worked at a bookstore. Anyway, we'll get to the rave soon. That's a DJ Spooky thing. So I'm going to play Rez, and I'm playing it on this computer, or PS2. So it is the original Rez. It was released on Dreamcast and PS2 in Japan in 2001, and then it came out in the US and Europe in 2002. When I saw this game, I was kind of trying to figure out, what am I going to do with my life? And I saw this, and it linked to me the idea of rave visuals with games. And I was like, I got to make games. I got to stop working at this bookstore, and I got to make video games. So that's what I did. But anyway, this is the creator, Tetsuya Miz, nickname Mizuguchi. And he was actually inspired by going to a rave party around the same time, this time in Zurich, to make this game. So we were all we were raving. So get out your glow sticks. We're going to play a level. And then I've got a very special guest who's going to join us, who also has a really important place in this history. So I'm going to stop my slides here for a second. Oops. Yeah. And I'm going to go to the game. We're going to go to the game. You got the game? Are we on the game? This is also history because it's my first stream. I've never streamed before. I'm kind of freaking out. All right. We're just going in. This is level 1. These are power-ups. Hopefully I can level up so that I've got a few more lives. And the music is gonna start kicking off. The cool thing about this game is it actually like syncs the sound of my shooting with the sound of the music. You can line up shots here, get them all done at once. You guys, I'm Raven. Are you Raven? It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday night here in New York City. We're Raven. Yeah. That rainbow effect. How did they do that on CS2? I don't know. Okay, the graphics are a little crunchy, but they just re-released this in HD. So you can get it on your PlayStation 5, download it tonight, rave out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Turn down the lights, folks.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1.
So what am I in this game? I am a cyber security expert. It's like Tron meets ecstasy, y'all. This is like, this will put you in a trance state. You don't need drugs. You just need this game. Or this game. Whatever you want to do. It's up to you. I don't judge. Line them up. Oh, jeez. So the one thing about this game is that it takes some skill. I'm working on it, y'all. I'm doing my best. I'm trying. I am about to level up. If you see those, like, you see those squares on the left, they don't explain any of this in the game, by the way. But I've figured it out. I level up. Look, I have a little bit of like, I have a little bit of like silver stuff on my body now. That means I'm a little bit stronger. And if I get hit, I won't. Oh, now we're really kicking into gear. Come on, DJ. Oh no, this is the boss level? Okay. We may have to cut the slides. No, I'm just kidding. We got this. I'm feeling it tonight. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just shooting. Oh, these things are coming at me. Oh, jeez. You remember when video games were like this? Oh, so good. Whoa! So if you're curious about what's in the background behind me, I'm gonna. I'm gonna use overdrive. How do I even talk while I'm playing this game? I don't think I can. Oh. Okay. Are we done? Did I make it? I don't think. Yes. All right, we finished area 1. There's 5 levels in this game. I've gotten better scores than that in the past, but you know, it's a stream. Anyway, what I was going to say, I've got this thing in the background here. You know, if we can just, I'm going to pause the game for a second. Let's go to the slides again, because I actually want to show you something. Have you ever heard of the trance vibrator? So, uh-oh, hang on a sec. I'm just going to go into area 2 and pause it because it's like loud. Okay. So the trance vibrator is actually a peripheral that came with the Japanese edition of this game. And I've never seen anything like it ever since. I don't know if you all know about this, but this image behind me is actually a glass of water with the trance vibrator strapped to it. And I haven't turned on vibration yet, but I'm going to, at the end of the stream, or at least by the end of the stream, turn on the vibration. We're going to see if the glass of water spills all over the place or not. And it should hopefully make some cool visual vibrations behind me. This is my iPhone. I don't know if the image on the right, my iPhone is connected with a rubber band to a paint stick, and it's pointed down at this glass here. Here, I can zoom it on the image. If you look at me, you can see I'm zooming on my iPhone. So if you're trying to call me, I'm sorry. My iPhone's doing important stuff right now. It's trained on this glass of water that should start vibrating when I turn vibration on. But this thing made quite a stir, if you can imagine. The important thing about Rez is that Tetsuya Mizuguchi, who made the game, was really into this idea of synesthesia and all your senses being kind of caught up in this game. And so I don't know if you'll be able to hear this next slide, but this is an ad when the game came out. This is probably my favorite television ad of all time. It's so short. So, am I sharing my screen? Oh, shit. My slides are paused. Thank you for letting me know that. All right, so I'm gonna share the screen here. All right, you should be able to see something. All right, sorry, folks. It's my first stream. Baby's first stream. Okay, I rewinded to the image of my setup. So this is the trance vibrator strapped to the side of a glass of water, and my camera from my phone trained on it. And this, everyone, is the advertisement that came out at the time. Okay, so somebody wrote an incredible article, Jane Pinckard, who had a blog called Game Girl Advance. And this broke open the whole world of thinking about sex in video games. It's really a feminist piece here about Jane's experience with their boyfriend at the time playing this game with the trans vibrator. And I'm turning red because if my students are watching, just what happens in the stream stays in the stream, okay? So I'm gonna read a few quotes, and then guess what? We have Jane here with us this evening, and Jane's gonna join us, and I'm gonna play some of the game, and we're gonna chat, and we're gonna see how that goes. So, as Jane writes, soon after we got our Japanese PlayStation 2 in beautiful ocean blue, we went shopping for games in the electronic wonderland of Akihabara, where we came across the game Rez. Have you ever played it? Justin asked me. No, I replied. It's like a music shooting game, right? Seems kind of boring. Ever on the media consumer, Justin insisted. But this one comes with a trance vibrator. I looked at the package curiously. I wonder what that's for. It costs nearly 2,000 yen more. Let's get it. This is the last quote, and then we're going to bring on Jane. Even without the trance vibrator, the game puts you into a trance state. It's a raver's game, a game of pure sensation. But goddamn, the trance vibrator started thumping like crazy time with the music. Well, what would you have done? I moved the vibrator into my lab. And that, kids, is all I'm going to read from Jane's essay. Jane Pinckard, I think you're here, and I'm so excited that you are.
Thanks, Colleen.
Oh my God. So 2002, you wrote this article back in 2002.
Yeah.
Whoa. I noticed at the bottom of your blog post that you actually had to turn off the comments because they were popping off. Like apparently your server, you were getting charged because there was so much traffic to this particular post. Tell us what you were doing in 2002.
Well, as the article says, I was living very briefly in Japan and kind of exploring Japanese game culture. And we bought a Japanese PS2, and I bought all these games in Japanese that my Japanese is not great. So it was like, what are all these people saying to me? I don't know, but I'm going to keep playing. And yeah, just kind of immersing myself in this sort of unique game culture that existed in Japan in the early 2000s.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So, and then you came across this game and you went ahead and you ponied up the extra 2,000 yen and got the trance vibrator. So tell me a little bit about that experience. I mean, have you ever had an experience? I mean, maybe I don't want to pry, but have you ever had an experience like that with video games before?
No. And that's why I immediately, kind of like you, Colleen, like when I saw this game with the vibrator, I immediately knew this was something special and honestly unique. Yeah. And that's been my experience, like even, 25 years later almost, like it still stands as a unique vision and a unique experience, I think, in games.
Heck yes. I got to give a shout out. So my colleague, the director of our graduate program, Kyle Lee, actually lent me the trance vibrator. Nice. And so it's a little strange getting a vibrator from a colleague, but regardless, big shout out there. Jane, what are you doing these days? And I'm going to just start playing the game, but I'm going to turn the volume down so we can talk a little bit, and we'll let the magical folks in the control room.
Yeah. That sounds good. And by the way, I'm super impressed at how well you're playing. I find this game really difficult, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I work on the Microsoft portfolio, the third-party portfolio. So we basically curate. Colleen, my job is my dream come true, which is that I play games for work. So
I can't even, like,
I know, right?
I want that. That sounds like a good life.
So good.
I feel like I kind of do a little bit of that too these
You
days.
do.
I definitely,
Yeah.
I keep up
I
on
think
it.
you definitely do. Yeah.
So
Please. So this music really just takes me back. It just kind of, because I also experienced the rave culture. I think we're kind of maybe around the same age, but for me, I was doing raves on the West Coast. So I'm really curious to know.
Wait,
more
you were
about
doing
that.
raves on websites?
No, on the West Coast.
Oh,
sorry.
on the West Coast.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so you were in New York, like, in that rave scene, and then I was in the Bay Area at the time. So we had these, like, Oakland warehouse raves, and like outdoor, like the Santa Cruz moonlight raves, and like, man, the late 90s were so cool for that, right?
What an incredible time. We were in hot, sweaty walk-ups in Chinatown, but we also did some rave parties. The biggest one I did, 4,000 people came to.
Amazing!
It was off the hook, and it was under the Brooklyn Bridge. So that was pretty cool. I mean, we didn't have big warehouses like you guys, but we found our way.
Yeah. DJ Colleen, that's amazing. Wait, what was your DJ name?
What's that?
What was your DJ name?
Oh, Station Wagon. DJ Station Wagon. Oh, wait, do I have the vibration on? Oh, I got it on. Yeah. Yeah. But then I did visuals under the name Salon Cabal, which kind of was like referencing Judaic mythology or mysticism, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm Catholic. I don't know why we called ourselves that. It just sounded cool.
It does. I agree.
Yeah, it was the 90s. You know, what are you gonna do? So Jane, do you think we'll ever have a res trance vibrator ever again? Will we see a peripheral like that?
I mean, I do think people are creative with alternative controls and peripherals. I just feel like the market is so different now.
Yeah.
In a way, like, it's a lot more risk averse. So I guess I could see like an indie kind of or experimental peripheral maker coming out with something cool, but something that ships with like a Sega game or something. I'm not sure,
Yeah.
It's so expensive to make peripherals that are bespoke. I don't know how Ms. did it. Like, I should ask him, like, how he convinced them to like create this totally like one-off peripheral that only is for one game.
How is that even? Yeah, it feels like magic. It feels like a magic trick or something. Like we lived in a very different time, or I'm not even sure. But
yeah,
are you in touch? So you know Miz?
I mean, I wouldn't say like I know him. Like we don't hang out, but when we meet up at conferences, or sometimes I'll visit Japan and go visit his new studio in Hans.
Nice.
And then we'll just have a meeting and see what games he's working on and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I feel like he's very much he loves music so much, as you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's really where his heart is, and he really kind of just wants to make cool music things happen.
Can I let you in on a little secret?
Yeah,
I guess it's not a secret because we're streaming. But I want to get back into music myself. Like I'm thinking it'll be a while, but retirement plan might be get back into music and DJing and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell me more about that. In what way? So like DJing, but also like making your own music, like production and.
I'm thinking like maybe kind of like a piano bar, like like do a little song writing and singing and piano playing, but with my weird Casio keyboard. That's my concept right now. My band's going to be called Retirement without the vowels, kind of like management, but without retirement.
I love this for you, and I envision you in like a velvet tuxedo, like a burgundy velvet tuxedo, sitting.
Oh my God, this is the dream. I mean, if we still have a world when I retire, this is my dream, and I hope we can all, make our own dreams come true.
Yeah.
I gotta let you know that the audio on this game is blasting my ears, but it feels good too. So Jane, I first knew about you because you're quite a celebrity in the game scene, and you were one of the journalists for 1UP, I think, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I was a religious follower. Like, you were my favorite journalist on that show.
Aww.
And tell me a little bit about what it was like covering games back then.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of, it was very guerrilla style because we actually had no budget, and it was like me and Ryan O'Donnell at first, who we were like, we just want to make a video show. And and I think the 1UP people who had hired us were like, well, we're not sure that's the best use of your time, because you have to understand this was before there were things like, blog. This was before YouTube. Like, there's just nowhere. The idea of like short form video content just was kind of bizarre. This was even before kind of podcasts, really. So.
And you published online, like on the web, or I forget even how I used to access what you guys did.
It was on the web. We hosted it on our own. Yeah, we hosted it on oneup.com. It's like oneup.com/the 1UP show. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, but we basically just had this vision of, we just wanted to go interview creators that we loved, and we wanted to film ourselves and our friends talking about games, and we wanted the audience to feel like they were in our friend circle and invited to talk about games with us,
Wow, that's fantastic. Guess what? I'm about to shoot the core here, the core memory, the core mainframe.
I'm so impressed that you made it this far while holding a conversation. Like, I could never do this.
I have this thing they call hyper focus. Have you ever heard of that?
I have, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm able to zone in. I mean, my apartment could be on fire right now and I wouldn't know. But other than that, I can focus on the screen really well. Oh, this level is so beautiful. Look at this.
It's so beautiful. Actually, I love how all the levels are.
When's the last time you played Res?
Oh, I tried to play it again semi-recently. I want to say maybe 5 or 6 years ago. There was that VR version.
Have you played the VR version?
I'm not very good in VR. I find it extremely disorienting. Yeah. So it wasn't my favorite way to play it, I have to be honest. What about you?
Well, I thought that maybe I should try the VR version, but I can't afford that headset right now. However, I have heard that apparently it's easier in VR.
Really?
I mean, for some people.
No, okay, maybe. I didn't find it easier, but I didn't play for very long.
Yeah.
It wasn't my headset. It was one we borrowed.
Gotcha. So Jane, what are you excited about right now in terms of games? Are you playing anything that you're really loving, or?
Yeah, 2 things. They're both very nerdy. Avowed just came out, so That's that RPG set in the Pillars of Eternity universe.
Oh, wow.
So but it's a third person. It's not like an isometric kind of classic RPG. It's a third person kind of contemporary RPG. So I've been playing it. It's really fun. Frustrating at first, but now I'm in the groove. And then there's this medieval city builder called Manor Lords. I'm really obsessed with right now, and I just love getting all of my village to be like this perfect little European village with all the little vegetable plots of my little people walking around town and having a beautiful life. Maybe that's my retirement plan.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go move to a little European village and take care of sheep.
I think that sounds like a really fantastic plan.
Isn't it?
I know you're in LA, right? And I know you guys just had the fire, so yeah. So I am really thankful you're able to join us, because I'm sure the recovery effort is quite a thing. Yeah, it's ongoing, but luckily we managed to be okay. Most of my friends are okay, so it's rough. Yeah. Okay, so I have a retirement plan for both of us then.
Okay, what's that?
I'm gonna come to your little European village in Garden, and I'm gonna bring this PlayStation 2, and we're gonna play some Res, and just rave out.
Love it. What about your piano bar? You'll have to open a piano bar in the village.
That sounds like a perfect plan. Absolutely. Can you see the vibration? I think it's happening back there. Oops.
I can't see if the water is actually shaking. Is it?
Yeah, it's very subtle.
I can't tell.
It's not as good as it was in Jurassic Park. That was what I had envisioned, was that scene in Jurassic Park with the water.
Res, not as powerful as a dinosaur.
Oh yeah.
Oh well.
Well, Jane, I really thank you for joining me. What you wrote really kicked off, I think, a whole world of thinking about games and sexuality and pleasure, and kind of started a whole movement, I feel like, thinking about how games relate to identity and sex, just being able to talk about it, which...
Yeah, that's one of the great... It's part of the human experience, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to pause this so I can see you and hear you, because, oh my God, this is this game is... I'm just going to have to play, I think, for the rest of the stream, and maybe if you want to, you can dance, but it's almost rave hour in Los Angeles right now, or the West Coast.
No, for you, it's rave hour. It's like dinner hour for me.
It's okay, yeah. I mean, there are these rave parties that do happen like during the day and in the afternoon. So,
okay, yeah.
Okay, this is our retirement plan then. I'm going to build on this stream.
Okay.
We're going to start a late afternoon rave party in a little European village. I'm going to wear...
Tea time rave.
Yeah, tea time rave.
Love it.
I'm going to wear that burgundy suit.
Yes.
And we're just going to game until the cows come home.
Yeah. That sounds great. I'm in.
Jane, thank you so much for joining. I hope I get to see you soon.
Yeah. Are you going to be at GGC?
Oh, no, the FOMO's real. No, not this year. Next year. Yeah. Will you be there next year, please?
Probably, yeah, for sure. But if I'm in New York later this year, I don't know if I will be, but if I am, I'll definitely give you a buzz and see if we can get some tea.
Let's do it. Or maybe go for a rave party.
Or go for a rave party, yeah. Or both.
I'm into that. Yeah, that sounds perfect. Very cool. Well, thank you. I know you've got like a wild job. You're super boss now over at Microsoft, and I really appreciate you taking some time off of your Saturday afternoon, evening.
Oh, absolutely. Thanks so much for having me, Colleen. It's so good to see you. And thanks for inviting me to this really great, cause. So appreciate it.
we're here. We're streaming. We're streaming for ROMchip, which is an incredible games history journal. It is the place where you can get your game history written by academics and non-academics all over the spectrum, including, Jane, like folks like us who play games for a living. Yeah. And it's free. There's no paywall. It's open. It's accessible because of your donation dollars and
such a good cause. Yeah. Believe in it.
Awesome. Thank you, Jane.
Thank you. Bye.
We'll see ya. All right, we're gonna rave. I'll be honest. I wanted to chat with Jane a little bit longer, but I couldn't hear. This game is blasting my eardrums, and it feels really good. So why don't we get back into it, huh? Let's rave. I think I'm about to go to the boss level. We're gonna do it. Oh my God. Holy moly, I guess I did the boss level while talking to Jane, which I don't know how I did that, but all right. I only got 50% of the support items, but we're about to go to the second to last level here, y'all. Maybe we'll finish the game today. I'm not sure. It's a relatively short game, but it's replayable, and I have been playing it since I was invited to participate. Oh, look, it saved to my memory card on my PlayStation 2. Remember those? Area 3. Each area has a track. This is Kenishi. Kenishi is amazing. I got to see Kenishi briefly during this time, and we're just going to dive on in. Oh, yeah. You hear those little taps? That's me shooting and not hitting anything. So each level kind of starts out with a good chill vibe, but it's gonna get, this one is wild. And this one has like little tigers in the visuals. I don't know if you'll be able to see them, but it's coming up. So one of my biggest fears about streaming and playing this game is the kind of game that I start to stick my tongue out or bite my lip while I'm playing. So let me know if my face looks funny. I'm a little worried about my face. Ouch! Ooh, I almost got hit by a... Oh! Oh, gotta get this blue. Oh, oh. Well, I didn't get it.
5, 4, 1.
I would like to level up before I get to the boss level here, because this one I haven't made it past this one yet. You know, if I was using the res vibrator the way that I guess you're supposed to, I don't know how I'd focus on this game. I don't think it'd be possible. I would get distracted.
8, 7, 5, 1.
State alert. State alert.
So we need histories of video games like these, like Jane Pinckard's amazing piece in her blog Game Girl Advance about using the Res Trans Vibrator. It's a history, it's an important history. It shows us where we've been, where we could even go. I mean, will someone make another peripheral like this? I hope so. I think it's a great idea. They're saying something. Can you hear the music? State of art? I'm not sure. Oh, God! Oh, these are the best. This is a little homage to Centipede. Look at these. Yeah, one square away from leveling up. You gotta get the. Here we go. Yes. Look at that. Oh. 2002. These graphics. When I saw this, I couldn't believe my eyes. Got this. I'm in the zone.
7, 6, 5, 1.
Will I clear this level of cyber viruses? Remember cyberspace, you guys? Cyberspace. It was real. Now it's just shitty tech billionaires who don't know how to dance. Oh. Oh yeah, here we go. Now, don't forget, we're doing this for ROMchip. This is for a Journal of Game History. You can get some amazing prizes if you pony up just 20 bucks. Just 20 bucks. Or more. More is good.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No paywalls. Open access. Incredible histories of video games. Oh man. Oh man. You guys, I'm almost gonna do it. Oh, do it! Creation. 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 The song is so good. So this is the PlayStation 2 version of this game. The new version has like VR and is high def. Okay, this is where I always die. Let's see what happens. We got 9 minutes, folks, for me to take out this core memory module. We are gonna blast the cyber baddies. we do this, I'm going to change the color in the background. Look at that. That vibrator is going crazy. You can't hear it from home, folks, but it is buzzing away. It is not on my person. It is over next to me. But I think more games should come with vibrators. Such a good idea. Wonder if this thing works with any other games. It's a USB connection. We could get Phil on this next time, who just streamed before me and is the peripherals king. Oh my gosh. Am I gonna get this? I don't know. This could be the best 5 minutes of my life if I take out this central memory module here. We're cyber hacking. We're hacking. Oh my god. It's taking forever. Here we go. This game, I'm like, the visuals on this game were unlike anything I'd ever seen in my life when I saw this, and it inspired me to get into video games, being solely a rave visuals maker at the time. Oh my god. We got to get it together. Oh no, I think there's more. Oh god. There's more. Oh my god. Oh my god, they're coming after me. It's cyber bees. Oh my gosh. They won't go away. I hope you're dancing at home, because I'm loving this. Oh my god. Here we go. I think we're close. I think it's the purple ones that take multiple hits. God. They keep coming. Whoa. I'm sweating like you would at any good rave party. I think we should all go to a rave after this. There's one more hour of the ROMchip stream, so don't go yet, but you can get ready, do a little pre-game, and then I'll see you at the rave, maybe? Definitely. Oh, I've got to shoot the interior of this gigantic cybernetic gear. All right, we got 4 minutes to finish this level, folks. Come on. close. I don't know why I'm not dying. This is kind of amazing. I wonder if I'm playing, I might be playing the chill mode where you can't die. I'm not sure, but I think either it's because of all of you that I'm doing well here, or it's that I chose the traveling mode, which is like the mode you can just kind of play and never die. But actually, I think maybe I'm doing good. I have been practicing. Oh my god. Got 2 minutes left to finish this level. I don't know if we ever will. Maybe to be continued? I could come back on the stream. Or Raven. Oh, what happened? Look! Did we do it? We did it? Oh my god! I've never finished this level, you guys. This is amazing. Area 3 log out. I'm gonna log out. Oh boy. Raven. Just raving here at ROMchip.
Me on.
Oh man.
All right. Hey, Colleen. Hey.
Oh my god. Lane, I'm so sweaty.
Oh my god, that was incredible lock-in, right? That whole thing. Whoa, turn that music off, girl. What are you doing?
I do not know how to turn this thing off. You know what you do with the PlayStation? You just kind of like power off.
Yeah, you just gotta pull the plug on it. It's fine. Yeah. I've got my own little rave going on here. I turned the lights off. I had also brought a heated back massager here to keep me company, and it also doubles as a rave light, is what I've discovered. So
or maybe a res trance vibrator.
Yeah, it's a peripheral of a sort. I actually have such a question. So can you show us the actual vibrator before you go?
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
can you
here we go.
Pull it off the...
I'm pulling it off my weird contraption that sort of worked and didn't.
That like your fucking gay science over there. Like
I'm trying to make it work. Okay, so right. It comes in a little velvet pouch.
It has a little sock. Yeah.
It's got a little sock. But here it is. It's literally just looks like a
mouse.
You shave with it, or a mouse, or
yeah.
But this thing vibrates to high heaven. Like you couldn't hear it because I've got my like noise cancellation off, but it was going. Oh my god.
Okay. All right. And is there like a particular part of it that vibrates more than the rest, or like what's the?
Oh no! This thing just has It's got a 2002 motor in it that's still ticking, baby.
Okay. Incredible. Where you had to borrow that from somebody, right?
I borrowed it from my colleague, Kyle Lee, who has every game peripheral ever made. And I'm really thankful to Kyle for letting me borrow this. Kyle, I promise I haven't used it inappropriately. I'm going to get it back to you. It'll be clean.
Incredible. So, Colleen, that was such an incredible set. We have now raised $8,505.
Yes.
We are 95% to our 9K goal. This is incredible work. Also, watching you and Jane was just so cute. I was like, these people are just having like an old friend's private conversation on the stream, and I love it. Like,
I swear, like I'm sorry, like I could not hear Jane very well over the music, but it was great. And Jane is one of the most influential people in my career. Like when I watched Jane do games journalism, I was like, wow, okay, I want to get involved in this scene because there's some cool people out there.
Amazing.
And Jane was one of them.
It gave me ideas for like a ROMchip interview between you and Jane or something like that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be cooking on it. but
Cool.
I will be in touch with you.
All right, great.
Colleen, thank you so much for giving us such a late chunk of your evening.
It's been a
Props to
pleasure.
Renee for letting me occupy you right now. So
Awesome. Well, we're going to just turn down the lights, turn up the music, and we're going to enjoy the last hour of ROMchip stream. So thank you so much for inviting me, and thanks, folks.
Thank you. And now that I'm here, I think by this point, most of the people hanging out on the stream, you probably know why you're here. It's 10 p.m. Eastern. Why would you be here if you didn't know why you're here? But just in case there's anybody who's wandered in off of Blue Sky, so, what's the deal here? For folks just joining, I am Lane Nooney, and I'm the managing editor for ROMchip, a journal of game histories. ROMchip is an open access hybrid audience online venue for the publication of game history. Also, hiding behind me secretly, come out of the dark, Dave, is just this guy, this little night troll, Dave Parisi. He is also part of the editorial group. It is now one of his traditions that he comes over to the office during the last set. Oh yeah, So also, what's going on here? Why am I holding this Minecraft axe, right? Nobody asked any questions about that. If we hit 9K, I smash this unicorn. So that's what happens, all right? That was the tradition that happened last year. We hit tier 2, peaceful unicorn, goes bam. That's my commitment to you and to game history. So we'll see if we can make that happen, but Dave is often here to hold the piñata while I hit it. But so we've got just if you want that little rundown on ROMchip, because I haven't gotten bored of saying it yet. What's it mean to be a open access hybrid audience online venue for the publication of game history? What that means is we develop, solicit, edit, and publish work across a range of formats, from academic peer-reviewed articles to short essays, translations, interviewed transcripts that deal with everything from board games, digital games, analog games, sports, and play. Second, you don't have to pay a thing to read ROMchip. We got no paywall, no advertising, no logins. All of it's there on the internet at romchip.org, and you can see everything we've been publishing for like the past 7 years, right? Without spending a dime. And lastly, we are a hybrid audience, which means we believe you shouldn't need a PhD to like write or read for ROMchip. ROMchip should be for everybody. We've got different strata of content, but if you want to have a rigorous conversation about game history, we want to have it with you. And so we are currently at tier 2 of our fundraising goal. It would be amazing if we could hit 9K. Little Minecraft axe would come out. And what we're fundraising for is to be able to continue doing like online game research talks on Twitch. So at this same channel throughout the year, we like to host game historians to come and do extended presentations about their work. That takes money on the technical back end. And we're also building a fund so that we can pay freelancers to write for the journal. It's very common for scholars to write for free because we're considered to be paid by our jobs. But we want other kinds of folks, particularly people who are full-time writers, to be able to write for us. And for that, we need to be able to pay them. That's only ethical. So that our money, any money you give us goes directly back out to people making game history possible. And that is the end of my spiel.